speaks.
You called. I am hardly surprised. The Qwinn, the path to wisdom. I am not surprised you don't recognize it. Don't you learn the things your priests teach? That explains much. Speak, then. We have no mages such as you do. We have beasts in the shape of men who perform tricks. Some men act the part of beasts. That says a great deal about what you think is civilized. We live in the world and magic is part of it. Ashera, are we going to fight the Darkspawn or Very well. I misspoke. They are not beasts. Beasts learn eventually. Life? Is there some reason you insist upon discussing this? I applaud your attempt to pursue knowledge, irritating as it may be. I know nothing of mages them. There is no use talking of this. We should move on. Very well. Clearly your chantry agrees. My people have a tale. Flax bloomed all around him, the color of still water. The air rippled like a curtain. The Ashkari turned to a laborer for aid and noticed for the first time the heavy gloves and coat. As she tended to him, the Ashkari asked them why she was dressed so in such... To avoid your fate, she replied. But there are many thousands of bees here, the Ashkari said to her, and only one stung me. The stinger is always a surprise, agreed the laborer. But so is the bee that simply passes one by. I've been saying we should not linger here. You called. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you...
What do you need? Ask away.
Yes? Yes? What?
Is cold in my tent, all alone. So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm? Tawdry! What an odd thing to say. Have it your way. is cold in my tent. So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little... Good, then let us waste no more time with foolish talk. I see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated. Indeed there are. The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens... I enjoy the thought that 'tis a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side. That is entirely... Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not? Oh, now you ruin the mood by... Come then, let us be off before the... So... We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah. We are in camp, so 'tis... Perhaps? Shall I consult my capricious nature and divine an answer for you? I am to be indulged. How exciting! Let me think. Very well. It shall be as you wish, voracious as your appetite may be. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time... Perhaps? Shall... Why, yes, sir. I always follow orders, swiftly and to the letter. We are in camp, so... Discuss away. What is there to speak of? Do you wish me to tell you how wonderful you are? Shall I say you are virile and manly? I prefer action over words. Why don't you prove it to me? Aye, that is me indeed. What is it then that you wish to know so badly? How we... That is a rather Enough. I have no patience for this sort of blather. If you wish to know something specific, I would... We are in camp, so... Discuss away.
It speaks. It doesn't have on, then.
You called.
What do you need?
Yes? Something you need? Yes? What's on...
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
You have fine weapon and arms, dwarven made. Yes.
Let us be off. Why does the Swamp Witch still travel with the Grey Wardens?
You are of the...
I am curious. It seems as if it has little reason to stay.
The same could be said of you. There is no control rod commanding your presence, Scholar.
I have no history and thus no purpose. The same cannot be said for the Swamp Witch. Its purpose is simply unknown.
Keep asking questions and I shall turn into a bird. I can do that.
I have no fear of birds.
Oh, I didn't say you were afraid. I would simply hover out of reach. Hovering, waiting until...
Enough! I shall be silent.
Excellent choice.
So I take it that the Swamp Witch and the Grey Warden are, intimate?
I am hoping that is not a reference to Alistair.
Because it believes I am an oblivious moron.
Anything is possible. As to the original question, is there a reason you ask?
I'm simply curious as to whether or not it bewitched the Grey Warden.
I have no need to force anything from men.
Oh, my apologies then. I was about to offer my congratulations for a task accomplished.
And not intended as a backhanded compliment at all, yes?
Not at all. I'm the soul of politeness.
Vashaden. Vashaden.
It has begun.
Pigeon crab.
Yes.
Indeed.
You were in the chantry. You are a priest?
No, I was a lay sister of the chantry.
Which means...
I lived and worked in the chantry, but I did not take any vows.
So you dabbled in priesthood then?
Oh no, the lay sisters don't have the same sorts of duties as priests at all.
So you were not a priest, did none of their duties, and took no vows, but you lived among them.
Yes,
You were a house guest of the chantry?
sort of. So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher...
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
You sing a great deal.
Yes, I do. Music lifts my spirit. Would you like me to stop?
I didn't say that. Was that part of your chant?
No, it was a ballad about a highwayman and a tavern girl who loved him. Could you not tell?
All your language sounds the same to me. I thought you were singing of vegetables, actually.
I shall do it.
I saw what you were doing back there.
Oh?
Don't play innocent.
What are you talking about?
Outside, you are picking flowers.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
They were medicinal.
You're a big softy.
We will never speak of this again.
Softy. Of all the... Indeed.
Yes.
Very well.
I will never get over how quietly you are able to move.
It took me years and years to learn, and even then I am not the best at it.
So you didn't sneak around when spying?
We all had different ways of doing things. Some preferred not to be seen at all, to cloak themselves in shadow and darkness. I realized that it is not such a bad thing to be seen, as long as you do not stand out and are quickly forgotten. I specialized in blending in, not drawing attention and looking like I had every right to be there. It is invisibility, but of another kind.
Ah, yes, but I heard you often seduced your targets. They'd remember you.
Not if they died.
Oh,
Dying while in the company of a lovely seductress. Tell me that isn't a good death.
I don't know if I should take you seriously. But you scare me sometimes. So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk...
There's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of the forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps, you would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
As you say.
Let me ask you this then, Morrigan. What if there really was a maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible of him.
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you know? You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation elsewhere and abandoned this as a dismal failure best forgotten.
I do not need to know, because I have faith. I believe in him and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Aye. Leave me be. Loneliness would be preferred to this endless chatter.
Very well.
So I see you are quite...
Finally decided to gloat, have you?
It simply suits my view of the Chantry that one of their devoted sisters should turn out to be so full of hypocrisy.
There are good people in the Chantry. Many good people who are just there to help others.
And apparently at least a few who are simply pretending to be good.
At least I was trying to be better than I was. At least I regretted the evil I'd done. Better that than be someone who's never loved anyone or anything, least of all herself. Anything but that.
It seems at least you got the self-righteousness down pat. Well done.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
You are very beautiful, Mori.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little whip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, but better to guard against the cold in Ferelden. Dark red velvet. Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. It is most disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes! We could go shopping together.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am?
If you need to ask the question,
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
It shall be done.
All right, I've come up with one. A question that you can't answer.
Are you talking to me?
That's right. You think you're so smart. I've got an academic question that I bet you won't be able to answer.
Oh, I doubt that.
So tell me then, what was the name of Andraste's husband?
This is a religious question, not an academic one.
You're joking, right? A 5-year-old could answer that question. Do you not know more than a child?
I care nothing for your religion, and this game of yours is over.
Oh, how the mighty have crumbled.
Very well.
So, this thing you and him have...
What? What kind of question is that to just blurt out? What do we have going?
Yes, I'm that blind. I so totally did not see you ogling each other before.
He was not ogling me, was he? Was he really ogling me?
Now that you say it, I'm not sure. Maybe he wasn't ogling you. I could always ask him.
You can't do that. Could you? You couldn't do that.
I could, but I won't. Next thing you'll have me pulling his hair and passing him love letters.
Just mind your own business. How inappropriate.
I shall do it.
Oh, blast it.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
None of the sort you like. No princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wilds that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive when hatched. Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine. That, in my opinion, is the most terrifying of all my tales. Then I have no tales for you.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
Blast and
Indeed.
damnation.
Of all
Indeed.
the...
It has begun.
Damnation!
So have you heard? Morrigan and him are, you know.
Have you nothing better to do than spread idle gossip? And besides, he can probably hear us both. You're not being very discreet.
No, look, he's not even paying attention.
Maybe. You don't think that he's serious about it, do you? The woman is a vile fiend.
Well, look here. Now who's an idle gossip? Meow.
You're the one who started this, I might remind you. And I'm ending it. Yes? Something you need?
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
As you say.
Yes.
don't you ever talk? You just to put people at ease?
You mean that I should remark upon the weather before I cut off a man's head?
Never mind.
Stop that.
Stop what?
That. Looking at me and giggling.
I can't help it. You're so big and stoic. Who would have thought you'd be a big softy?
Stop saying that. I am a soldier of the Beresad. I am not a softy.
Softy.
I hate humans. Leliana, what do you want from me?
Nothing. I'm just curious. Except that you're a big softy.
Please stop saying that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you. There's nothing wrong with having a heart, Stan. It's just not what I expected.
Why?
You're so canary. All the stories speak as if you were a hurricane or an earthquake rather than people.
Kunari are most dangerous because we are thinking men and not an unthinking force.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
For your sake, I hope you never find out.
It has begun.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target, how they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not going to tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the Chantry, shall we? And leave it at that. I've heard stories about the Qunari, you know.
Oh?
They conquered nearly all of the north, Tevinter, Rivain, and Tiva. Much of the land was laid waste. In the northern kingdoms, they say the Qunari are implacable, relentless, more like a landslide than an invasion. It took 3 exalted marches to drive them back to the sea.
We'll do better next time.
I shall do it.
Are there Kunari bards?
Why wouldn't there be?
I don't know. You don't seem like very musical people to me.
You base this on me? I am a soldier. The Anton does not do battle with lutes.
Oh, blast it.
Vashaden.
Blast it, yes. I am watching you, dog. Do you know how many of your kind urinated on me in that village? And all I could do is stand there and watch, helpless. If I see one of those legs of yours lift so much as an inch in my direction, pow! I'm glad we have this understanding. At least your kind can be reasoned with, unlike those damned feathered fiends. I notice the sister has been spending a great deal of time with it.
With it? Ah, you mean him. I'm surprised you would notice such things.
I am made of rock. This does not make me dense.
I suppose not.
Does the sister not see a problem with serving two masters?
Ignoring the serving bit, I'll assume you mean the maker. I entered the chantry as a lay sister, but I never took vows. Even had I, the chantry doesn't prohibit two people from coming together in love.
I was told that the sister left behind the service of the Maker to journey here.
You never really leave the maker, not in your heart.
That seems like an argument for infidelity.
You are very catty for a walking statue, you know that?
It has been mentioned.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met, almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, all right. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
It shall be done.
So I am led to understand that the sister is a follower of this maker.
Am I the sister? Oh, that's so cute. It's like you're my big brother. Or sister. Or whatever.
I am a creature of stone. I rather doubt that we would be related in any shape or form.
Oh, I didn't mean literally. Don't you think that people can be related in spirit?
I notice that humans tend to believe in a great number of things that are not true, even when given evidence to the contrary.
Believing in things when there is no proof is what faith is all about, Shale.
Believing in things when there is no proof is what gullibility is all about.
So I am gullible now.
I take it we are no longer... I take it we are no longer sisters in spirit.
Do you miss the life you once had, Shale? These centuries of memories you have lost.
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... Well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
Why does the bard stare?
I was thinking of writing a song about you. The statue with the heart of gold. Or something like that.
It thinks my heart is made of gold. It is stone, as anything else. Cold stone.
I meant that you had a good heart. It seems to me that you do.
And they call this having a heart of gold. Why?
Because gold is precious and shiny and a good heart is just as valuable.
Shiny.
In a manner of speaking.
My heart does not qualify as shiny. I kill, frequently, and not without pleasure.
You have had a difficult life. Deep down at the center of your being, you are a good person. I believe that.
Even though I have never demonstrated this aspect? How peculiar.
You aren't all stone, Shell. There is a person inside of you.
If so, it is because I ate him. I may have a cause to apologize to the sister.
apologize? For what?
Suggesting that the sister was gullible for believing in things which were not real.
Oh, that! I'd already forgotten about that. Thank you for reminding me.
I suppose it would offer some comfort to believe that things occur according to some grand purpose. All those years I spent in Honleith, unable to move, it would be comforting to think there was some reason for it.
Do you know there wasn't? Perhaps the Maker did it to bring you here, to us. You once said that you had no purpose. Perhaps you are simply looking for it in the wrong place.
Perhaps. I shall think on this.
It has begun.
I have thought about what the sister said.
Our last talk. And?
I would like the sister to explain to me the purpose of birds.
Birds? What kind of birds?
Any kind. The evil little demons that strafe the ground. What reason could your Maker have for such things?
The same he has for any evil, such as the Darkspawn, if one were to equate the two.
I have a difficult time believing in any higher power that would inflict evil upon the world. Does it enjoy such jests?
Perhaps there is a lesson to learn in it. Not all lessons are easy, Shell.
It's any wonder this Maker has so many followers. I mean, birds. What was he thinking? I have thought a little more about the sister's Maker.
He's not just my Maker, Shell. He's your Maker too. He created everything.
I don't know who made me, but I doubt it was him.
I think you're wrong. The important part of you, that part which makes you, you, he made that.
And the sister simply believes this, even though there is no proof?
I do.
And the sister still believes that she and I could be sisters, in spirit?
I do. I think that would be nice.
I suppose there are worse things that could happen. Like being assaulted by a flock of pigeons.
I'm glad to hear it. You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you. Lady Cecily, I lived with her after my mother died, had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived. But he never came near me after that. I do not understand why you hate birds so much.
It is because I had to endure their chirping, their perching, and most especially their constant
No, I understand that part, but they were just being what they are.
Exactly. Disgusting vermin with wings. Darkspawn must be exterminated for being what they are as well.
But a bird is a creature of grace and beauty. They open their mouths and they sing.
The bard hears music. I hear a wail of banshees that boils my blood.
But what about a nightingale? Or a swan?
They are not pigeons, it is true. Still, evil beasts of the sky.
I give up.
pigeon crap.
Of all the...
I shall do it.
Blast and damnation!
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
I stand ready.
I'm only asking.
Just can't get enough of our clammy mine air, can you? Did you need something? What anyone knows? She went out there with her...
You don't think maybe she's still there?
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels. Into the deep roads? Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps. I see you have his daughter's seal, but be careful. Just because the beasts are pulled back, either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack. Very well.
Wilhelm found me somewhere down here. I wish I knew where exactly. It speaks. It doesn't have better... Oh. It speaks. I am. Does it wish me to leave? I can. No.
As you say.
shall be done. I shall do it. Shall be done. As you say. As you say. Shall be done. Very well.
Finally beneath my control. I shall do it. Very well.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
It speaks.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my... I heard nothing of another expedition. What brings you here so fortuitously? And why would I do that? I have nothing but respect for Harriman and he for me. I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harriman, but... The charlatan... He's... Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. We will certainly not support a man who would use my family like that. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? Be careful then. There are more... As you say. Very well. As you say.
Very well. Be careful now!
As you say. Darkspawn! Very well.